How a Poor Farmer Became a Millionaire. English Listening Practice. Introduction. Hello and welcome to today's lesson. We are so happy to have you here, and we hope you are ready to learn English in a fun and exciting way. Learning English through stories is one of the best ways to improve your listening skills, pronunciation, and vocabulary. And today, we have a truly inspiring story for you. How a Poor Farmer Became a Millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. This is a story about a simple man who had very little but managed to change his life completely. He went from struggling every day to becoming extremely successful, and his journey is full of valuable lessons. This story is not just about money, it's about determination, problem solving, and never giving up. But there's more. While you listen to this story, you will also be improving your English listening skills naturally. You will hear new words, phrases, and sentence structures. You will learn how to pronounce words correctly and how to use them in everyday conversations. At the end of the story, we will also discuss some powerful life lessons that you can apply in your own life. No matter where you are right now, this story will show you that success is possible if you take the right steps. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It requires hard work, patience, and smart decisions. This story will show you exactly how one person changed his life by making small but important choices. So, are you ready? Let's begin this inspiring journey together. Listen carefully, learn new words, and most importantly, enjoy the story. Beginner-level storytelling. Once upon a time, there was a poor farmer named Jack. He lived in a small village. Jack was a kind and hard-working man. Every day, he woke up early in the morning and worked in the fields. He planted crops, watered them, and took care of the land. But no matter how hard he worked, he earned very little money. Jack had a small house. It had only one room. He had an old bed and a small wooden table. Sometimes he did not have enough food to eat. He wanted a better life, but he did not know how to change his situation. One day, while working in the field, Jack sat under a tree. He was tired. He looked up at the sky and said, "I work so hard, but I am still poor. What should I do?" Jack decided to think of new ideas. He wanted to find a way to improve his life. He watched other farmers and learned new things. He noticed that some farmers used better seeds and took care of their soil differently. Jack thought, maybe I can try something new too. Jack went to the market and bought better seeds. He also learned how to water his plants in a smarter way. Every day, he worked hard and took care of his crops with more attention. Slowly, his plants grew bigger and healthier. After a few months, Jack's farm had the best crops in the village. People started buying from him. They said, "Jack, your fruits and vegetables are so fresh. We want to buy more." Jack was happy. He made more money. Jack did not stop there. He saved some money and bought more land. He worked hard every day, and soon he had a big farm. He started selling his crops to bigger markets. Jack's life was changing. One day, a businessman visited Jack's farm. He said, "Jack, your farm is amazing. I want to buy your crops for my store." Jack agreed. Now he was selling fruits and vegetables to many stores. Jack became a successful farmer. He bought a bigger house. He helped other farmers in his village. He was not poor anymore. Jack smiled and said, "Hard work and smart ideas can change a life." This is the story of how Jack, a poor farmer, became successful. His journey teaches us that small changes can make a big difference. Now, let's practice some simple phrases from this story. Jack was a farmer. He worked hard every day. He wanted a better life. He learned new things. He became successful. Try repeating these sentences to improve your English speaking skills. Remember, small steps lead to big success. Intermediate level storytelling. Jack was a hard-working farmer who lived in a small village with his wife and 2 children. Every morning, before the sun even rose, he would wake up, pick up his farming tools, and head to the fields. Jack loved his work, but no matter how much effort he put in, he barely earned enough to feed his family. His farm was small, and the soil was not very fertile. Some months, his crops did not grow well due to bad weather. Other times, pests would destroy his plants. Jack often worried about how he would provide for his family. One evening, after a long and tiring day, Jack sat on his doorstep, looking at the sky. His wife noticed his worried expression and sat beside him. "Jack, I work so hard, but we are still struggling. I need to find a way to make more money." His wife: "Maybe you should try something new. Other farmers are using different seeds and new farming methods. Why don't you learn from them?" Jack thought about his wife's words. He had always used the same methods his father had taught him. But maybe it was time for a change. Jack's smart decisions. The next day, Jack decided to visit the market in the nearest town. There, he met a successful farmer who had large, healthy crops. "Jack, your crops look amazing. How do you grow them so well?" Successful farmer: "I use high-quality seeds and better irrigation techniques. Farming is not just about hard work, it's also about using the right knowledge." Jack realized that he needed to invest in better seeds and improve his farming techniques. However, he did not have much money. Instead of giving up, he made a smart decision. He saved a small portion of his earnings each week. It was not easy, but Jack was determined. After a few months, he had saved enough to buy high-quality seeds. He also learned about crop rotation, natural fertilizers, and better watering methods. With this new knowledge, he returned to his farm and started making changes. Jack's transformation. Jack worked harder than ever. He planted the new seeds carefully, made sure his soil was healthy, and used the best farming techniques he had learned. At first, he was nervous. "Jack, what if this doesn't work? What if I lose everything?" But he reminded himself, "Nothing changes if I don't try." Weeks passed, and something incredible happened. Jack's crops were growing better than ever before. His plants were greener, taller, and healthier. The villagers started noticing. "Neighbor, Jack, your farm looks amazing." "How did you do it?" "Jack, I learned new techniques and used better seeds. Hard work and the right knowledge make a big difference." Jack's success didn't stop there. As he started making more money, he reinvested in his farm. He bought more land, hired workers, and expanded his business. His small farm turned into one of the largest farms in the village. Jack's big break. One day, a businessman visited the village. He was looking for fresh produce to supply to big grocery stores. He had heard about Jack's high-quality crops and wanted to meet him. Businessman: "Jack, I have seen your farm. Your fruits and vegetables are some of the best I have ever seen. Would you like to supply them to my company?" Jack could not believe it. This was his chance to take his business to the next level. He agreed to the deal, and soon his farm was supplying produce to major stores. Jack, who had once struggled to feed his family, was now earning more money than he had ever imagined. One evening, he sat outside his new, bigger home, looking at the sky just like he had before. But this time, he wasn't worried. He was proud. His wife smiled at him. "You did it, Jack. You changed our lives." Jack nodded and said, "Hard work, patience, and smart decisions can change anyone's life." Lesson from the story. Jack's journey teaches us an important lesson. Success is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. If you want to achieve something, you must be willing to learn, adapt, and take risks. Now let's practice some useful English phrases from the story. I need to find a way to make more money. Hard work and smart decisions can change a life. Nothing changes if I don't try. Would you like to supply them to my company? You did it, Jack. You changed our lives. Try repeating these sentences out loud to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Keep practicing. And remember, small changes lead to big success. Advanced level storytelling. Jack had spent years toiling under the scorching sun, his hands calloused from endless labor. He had always believed that hard work alone was the key to success. But as time passed and his financial struggles persisted, he began to realize that effort without strategy was like pouring water into a broken pot. It simply wouldn't hold. One evening, as he sat outside his small hut, staring at the vast fields before him, a thought crossed his mind. Fortune favors the brave. If he wanted to change his life, he had to take a leap of faith and try something no one else in his village had done before. A bold decision that changed everything. Instead of continuing with traditional farming methods that yielded little profit, Jack decided to explore new opportunities. He traveled to a nearby town and attended an agricultural workshop. There, he met successful farmers who had transformed their lands using modern techniques. One particular farmer, Mr. Benson, had made a fortune by cultivating organic herbs that were in high demand. Jack, though skeptical at first, knew this was a golden opportunity. Jack, but what if it doesn't work? Mr. Benson, Rome wasn't built in a day, my friend. Success is a journey, not a destination. You have to start somewhere. Encouraged by these words, Jack spent weeks studying the art of organic farming. He learned about soil enrichment, water conservation, and market demand. But learning was only half the battle. The real challenge was putting this knowledge into action. Small steps, big impact. Jack returned home with newfound confidence and a plan. He carefully selected a small portion of his land to test the new farming techniques. He enriched the soil with natural compost, switched to efficient irrigation methods, and planted a unique herb that was highly valued in the market. At first, his neighbors ridiculed him. Neighbor, Jack, why waste your time on this? Our ancestors never did this, and they survived just fine. Jack, true, but times have changed. Adaptation is the key to survival. Weeks turned into months, and Jack's patience was tested. Unlike traditional crops, his new plants took longer to grow. There were moments of doubt, but he reminded himself, every great achievement starts with a single step. And then, the breakthrough happened. His herbs flourished, their fragrance spreading through the village. Jack took a sample to the city market, and to his surprise, a health and wellness company immediately placed a bulk order. The power of market knowledge. Jack now understood that farming was not just about growing crops. It was about understanding demand. He expanded his knowledge beyond agriculture and started learning business strategies. He realized that he needed to diversify. Instead of growing just one type of herb, he researched which crops were the most profitable. He identified medicinal plants, exotic spices, and organic vegetables that were gaining popularity. To scale his business, Jack sought out a mentor who had experience in exporting goods. With the right guidance, he struck deals with distributors and even set up a small online business selling his organic produce. Jack, I never imagined my small farm would supply products to international buyers. Mentor, success comes to those who think beyond limitations. You proved that a farmer can be a businessman too. Overcoming challenges and scaling up. Of course, Jack's journey wasn't without hurdles. There were bad seasons, unexpected expenses, and moments of uncertainty. But each setback was a lesson in disguise. He learned how to manage finances, negotiate deals, and reinvest his profits wisely. As his business grew, Jack hired workers from his village, providing them with jobs and training. He believed that success meant little if it wasn't shared. Soon, his small farm transformed into an agricultural enterprise. One day, a journalist visited the village to cover Jack's success story. Journalist: Jack, from a poor farmer to a millionaire? What's your secret? Jack: there is no secret, only a mindset. Hard work lays the foundation, but smart decisions build the empire. The moral of Jack's story. Jack's journey is proof that success is not about where you start, but how you adapt and evolve. His small steps, learning a new skill, finding a mentor, and understanding the market, led to a transformation beyond his wildest dreams. Let's reflect on some powerful expressions from this story. Fortune favors the brave. Rome wasn't built in a day. Success is a journey, not a destination. Adaptation is the key to survival. Hard work lays the foundation, but smart decisions build the empire. Now it's your turn. Try using these phrases in your daily conversations. And remember, every small effort you make today can lead to a big success tomorrow. Keep learning, keep growing. Moral and life lessons. Jack's journey from a struggling farmer to a millionaire is a powerful reminder that success isn't about luck. It's about mindset, persistence, and strategic action. Let's break down the key lessons from his inspiring transformation. Hard work, the foundation of success. Jack started with nothing but a small piece of land and a strong work ethic. He worked long hours, never letting exhaustion stop him. His story teaches us that hard work is the first step toward achieving any goal. English phrase: success doesn't happen overnight, meaning big achievements take time and effort. Smart investments, the game changer. Jack didn't just work hard, he worked smart. Instead of sticking to old, unprofitable farming methods, he learned about modern techniques and market trends. He invested wisely in high-value crops and business strategies. English phrase: think outside the box, meaning be creative, and look for unique solutions instead of following the crowd. Continuous learning. Growth never stops. Jack attended workshops, learned from successful people, and stayed open to new ideas. His willingness to learn turned his farm into a thriving business. No matter your field, continuous learning is the key to progress. English phrase: knowledge is power, meaning the more you learn, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Seizing every opportunity. Jack didn't wait for the perfect moment, he took action. He spotted a profitable opportunity in organic farming and grabbed it before others did. English phrase: seize every opportunity, meaning don't hesitate when a good chance comes your way. Take action before it's too late. Resilience. Turning failures into stepping stones. Jack faced challenges, bad seasons, financial struggles, and market fluctuations. But instead of quitting, he adapted, found solutions, and kept moving forward. English phrase: fall 7 times, stand up 8, meaning keep trying no matter how many times you fail. The ultimate lesson. Jack's story proves that anyone can change their life with the right mindset. Success is not about where you come from. It's about where you're willing to go. Now, ask yourself, what small step can you take today toward your own success story? Comment below and share your thoughts. English learning practice. Now let's turn Jack's inspiring journey into a practical English learning exercise. Listening and pronunciation are key to speaking fluently, so let's practice together. Listening and repeating exercise. I will say a sentence. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. Focus on pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Sentence. 1. Jack never gave up. Pause for repetition. Sentence 2. He worked hard every day. Pause for repetition. Sentence 3. Success comes to those who never stop learning. Pause for repetition. Pronunciation. Tip: pay attention to the stress in each sentence. In English, some words are emphasized more than others. For example, Jack never gave up. The words never and up are stressed. Hard work pays off. The words work and off are stressed. Try this challenge. Repeat this sentence 5 times with different speeds. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Daily practice idea. Listen to a short English story every day and repeat key sentences aloud. Over time, your fluency and pronunciation will improve naturally. Now tell me, which sentence was the easiest for you to pronounce? Comment below. Conclusion, and that brings us to the end of Jack's inspiring journey, from a poor farmer to a millionaire. This story teaches us that hard work, smart decisions, and continuous learning can change lives. Key takeaway: success doesn't happen overnight, but small steps lead to big achievements. Keep believing in yourself. English practice. Reminder: try to listen, repeat, and use the new phrases you learned today in your daily conversations. The more you practice, the more fluent you become. Your turn. What was the biggest lesson you learned from Jack's story? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep learning. See you in the next lesson.